St. Barnabas would send out his dog at night to liquor, and when he did, it would send this icy cold wave all up and down her. Well, that.
Yeah, you keep right on going and you'll find it. You'll hear him at second on the shutters.
Thank you. Excuse me. Where's the four juices? Red Hatch!
Don't waste your money in that clip joint.
Red Hatch! Red Hatch!
Don't let him sell you a Blue Moon cocktail. You won't go out your own face.
What did he say, huh?
Oh, he said he'd give us even money.
No, we gotta have odds. Hey there, Stella, baby!
Don't holler at me like that. Oh, hi, man.
Hey, catch!
What?
Me!
Hey, Stanley, where are you going?
Bowling.
Oh, can I come on?
Yeah, come on.
Okay, be over soon. Hello, Eunice. How are you?
I'm all right, sugar. Tell Steve to get him a po' boy sandwich, because there's nothing left around here.
What was that package you threw in?
You hush now.
It was.
Bye, honey.
See ya.
What's the matter, honey? You lost?
They told me to take a streetcar named Desire and then transfer to one called Cemeteries, ride 6 blocks and get off at Elysian Fields.
That's where you're going now.
At Elysian Fields?
This here's Elysian Fields.
They must have understood what number I wanted.
What number are you looking for?
632.
You don't need to look no further.
I'm looking for my sister, Miss Stella DuBois. I mean, Mrs. Stanley Kowalski.
That's the party. You did just miss her.
And this, well, this could be her home.
She's got the downstairs here, and I got the up.
Oh, and she's out.
You noticed that bowling alley around the corner?
I'm not sure I did.
Make sure she's out watching her husband bowl.
Oh.
You want to leave your suitcase
No,
here?
no,
and go
sorry.
I'll go tell her you come.
Thanks.
You welcome. She wasn't expecting you?
Not tonight.
Well, you never mind about that. Why don't you just go on in and make yourself at home till they get back?
How could I do that?
We own this place. I can let you in.
Oh,
Mind the steps, sugar. It's sort of messed up right now, but when it's clean, it's real sweet.
is it?
I think so. So, you're Stella's sister.
Yes. Thanks for letting me in.
Cornetta, as the Mexicans say, Cornetta. Stella spoke of you?
Yes.
I think she said you taught school.
Yes.
And you're from Mississippi, huh?
Yes.
She showed me a photo of your home place, the plantation.
Oh, really?
Great big place with white columns. A place like that must be awful
Oh,
hard
if you will excuse me, I'm
Oh,
just about to
sure,
drop.
honey, why don't you
What
sit
I meant
down?
was that I would like to be left alone.
I'll make myself scarce in that case.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
I'll drop by the bowling alley and hustle her up.
Got to keep a hold of myself.
Blanche? Blanche!
Oh, God, don't you look at me. No, not to my face. Embrace it. Turn that light off. Turn it off. We'll be looked at in this merciless glare now. Come back here. Come back here. Oh, precious lamb. I thought you said you'd never come back to this horrible place. Oh, God, what am I saying? No, I meant to be nice about it. Say what a convenient location and such. Precious lamb, you haven't said a word to me.
Well, you haven't given me a chance to,
All
honey.
right, now you talk. Open your pretty mouth and talk while I just look around the place for some liquor. Truly, some summer could. Oh,
No, Blanche, you sit down. Let me pour the drink. I'm not sure what we got to mix with. Maybe there's a Coke.
Oh, no,
not with my nurse tonight, really. Where is
Oh, Stanley. Oh, he's bowling. Yeah, he loves it. They're having a. Oh, I found some soda.
it's just water, baby, to chase it with.
Don't look worried. Your sister hasn't turned into a drunkard. She's just all hot and tired and dirty. And now won't you sit down? Sit down and explain this place to me. What are you doing in a place like this?
Oh, now, Blanche.
I'm not going to be hypocritical about it. You know, I'm going to be really honestly critical. I mean, never in my worst dreams could I... Only Poe. Only Mr. Edgar Allan Poe could do this justice. I suppose out there is the ghoul haunted woodland of Weir, huh?
No, honey, those are the L&N tracks.
No, now joking aside, I mean, why didn't you write me? Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you let me know?
Tell you what, Blanche.
Why did you have to live in these conditions?
Oh, aren't you being a little intense about it? I mean, it's not that bad at all. New Orleans is a lot
honey,
of
this has got nothing to do with New Orleans. You might as... Give me. Blessed baby, the subject is closed. For all I've got in the world, and you're not happy to see me?
Oh, no, Blanche, you know that's not true.
Oh, forgotten how quiet you were.
Well, never did give me the chance to say much, Blanche, so I just got in the habit of being quiet around you.
It's a good habit to get into. Didn't happen to ask how I got away from school before the spring term ended.
Well, I thought you volunteered that information. If
You thought I'd been fired?
No, I thought you might have resigned.
Yeah, I was just, so exhausted after all I've been through. Well, my nerves broke. I was on the verge of lunacy almost. And Mr. Graves is the high school superintendent. Well, he suggests that I take a leave of absence. And, I couldn't put those details through the wires, so... God, it buzzes through me. It feels so good.
Oh, won't you have more?
No, honey, one is my only
Oh,
pleasure.
sure.
I haven't said a word about my appearance.
Oh, you look just fine.
God loves you for a liar. Daylight never exposed so total a ruin, but you? Well, no, you put on a little weight, huh? You're just as plump as a little partridge, and it is so becoming to
Oh,
you.
now, Blanche.
I wouldn't say anything. You just, you've got to watch around the hips a little, all right? Why don't you stand up?
Not now.
You heard me. I said stand up. Come on. Oh. You got some dirt in your pretty sleeve. And your hair. You ought to take a haircut and a feather bob in your dainty features. You got a maid, don't you, Sarah?
No, with only 2 rooms.
2 rooms, did you say?
Yeah, this one.
And the other one, huh? You're so quiet. So peaceful. Your hands folded in your lap like a cherubim choir, huh?
Never had anything like your energy,
You know,
Blanche.
that ain't been like your beautiful self-control. I'm just gonna have a tiny little bit more, then I'll put the stopper on, so to speak. Put the bottle away, so I will not be tempted. Now I want you to look at my figure. I haven't put on 1 ounce in 10 years, Stella. I weighed that summer you left Ellery. Summer Dad died and you left us.
Well, it's just incredible, Blanche, how well you're looking.
Yeah, still that awful vanity about my looks, even now that my looks are slipping.
Oh, no, they haven't slipped one part.
You think I believe that story after all I've been through as a child? Stella, there's only 2 rooms.
Well, yeah, and the bathroom.
Oh, there is a bathroom!
Right.
First door right at the top of the stairs, huh? No, I don't see where you're gonna put me.
Oh, well, we're going to put your hair.
Kind of bed is this? It's one of those collapsible things, huh? Well, let's see. Oh!
Does it feel all right?
Wonderful, honey. I like a bed with a little gift. There's no door in Stanley. I mean, will it be decent?
Oh, well, Stanley's Polish, so you know.
Yes, there's something like the Irish, aren't they?
Well,
Yeah, only not so highbrow, of course. Well, I brought some nice clothes to meet all your lovely friends in.
Oh, I'm afraid you won't think they're lovely.
What are they like?
Well, they're Stanley's friends.
It's a polo.
They're a mixed lot, Blanche.
All right, heterogeneous types.
Oh,
huh?
yeah, types is right.
Well, anyhow, I brought nice clothes and I will wear them.
Okay.
Suppose you're hoping I'll say I'll put up at a hotel. Well, I'm not putting up at a hotel still. I've got to be with someone. I can't be alone now. Well, if you haven't noticed, I'm not very well.
Well, I mean, yeah, you seem a little bit nervous. Well, a rod or something?
Will Stanley like me? Will I just be a visiting in-law, Stella? I mean, I really don't
Oh,
understand.
no, you'll get along fine together as long as you try not to, well, compare him with the kind of man that we went out with at home.
Is he so different?
Yes, the different species.
What? What is he like?
You can't describe someone you're in love
No.
with. Look, I got a photograph of him. Look.
What is it? Oh, okay, an officer.
A master sergeant in the engineer corps. Those are decorations.
Oh, and I'm sure he had those on when he met you.
No, you're sure y'all wasn't just blinded by all the
That's not what I meant, don't you?
You know, there were things to adjust myself to later on.
Well, such as his civilian background.
Mhm.
How did he take it, you know, when you said I was coming?
Oh, Stanley doesn't know yet.
You haven't told him?
He's on the road a good deal.
Travel.
Yeah.
Good. Well, isn't it?
Well, I can hardly stand it when he's away for a night.
Why, Stella?
When he's away for a week, I nearly go wild.
Precious.
Oh, when he gets back, I just cry on his lap like a baby.
Well, guess that's what's meant by being in love.
Hmm.
Stella,
Yeah.
I haven't asked you all the things you probably thought I was going to ask. And so I'll expect you to be understanding with what I have to tell you.
What, Flash?
God, you're going to reproach me. Just know that you're bound to reproach me, but before you do, take into consideration that you left. You know, I stayed and struggled. You came to New Orleans, you made a life for yourself, but I stayed at Belle Reve and I tried to hold it together. All right, I'm not meaning this in any reproachful way. It's just all the burden descended on my shoulders.
I mean, the best I could do was make my own living.
I know, but you were the one that abandoned Belle Reve, not I. You know, I stayed and fought for it. I bled for it. I mean, almost died for it.
No, just stop this hysterical outburst and tell me what's happened. What do you mean fought?
I knew that you'd take this out.
What?
The loss. The loss.
Well, Belle Reve. Lost, is it? No. What?
Yes, Stella.
But how did it go? What happened?
You are a fine one to ask me how it went.
Blanche?
You are a fine one to sit there accusing me that I took the blows in my face, in my body, all of those deaths. The long parade to the graveyard. Father, Mother, Margaret, hers that dreadful way so big with it, but it couldn't even be put in a coffin. It had to be burned like rubbish. You just came home in time for the funeral, Stella. Funerals are pretty compared to deaths. Yeah, funerals are quiet, but deaths, not always. You know, sometimes their breathing is hoarse, and sometimes it rattles, and sometimes they even cry out to you, "Don't let me go." Even the old sometimes say, "Don't let me go," as if you were able to stop them, but funerals are quiet. Oh, and what pretty flowers and gorgeous boxes that they just pack them away into. Unless you were there at the bed when they cried out, "Hold me." You would never suspect that there was a struggle for breath or bleathing. I mean, you didn't dream, but I saw it. Now you sit there accusing me of it. How in the hell do you think all that sickness and dying was paid for? Oh, no, death is expensive, Miss Stella. My cousin Jessie's right after Margaret's hers. Why, we had the Grim Reaper up on our doorstep, honey. Belle Reve was his headquarters. That's how it slipped through my fingers. Which one of them left us a fortune? Which one of them left us a cent for insurance? Even only poor cousin Jessie $100 to pay for her coffin. With my pitiful salary at the school, yes. No, yes, sit there. Sit there and accuse me. Sit there thinking I let the place go. I let the place go. Where were you in bed with your polo?
No, Blanche, you be
Oh,
still.
where are
That's
you
enough.
going,
I'm
Stella?
going into the bathroom to wash my face.
Fine.
Come on.
Okay, one more. And the old lady is on her way to mass, but she's late. And when she gets to the front of the church, she sees this copper standing right at the front. So she goes over and she says, "Officer, officer, down and goes, "No, but your hat's on crooked." So what, we playing tomorrow?
Yeah, Mitchell.
Oh, no, not my place. My mother's still sick.
All right, we'll play on mine, but hey, you bring the beer.
Break it up down there! I made a spaghetti dish and ate it myself!
I told you and phoned you we was playing.
You ain't never phoned me once!
I told you at breakfast and I phoned you at lunch.
Never mind about that! You just get yourself home here once in a while!
Well, you want it in the papers?
You must be Stanley, I'm Blanche.
Stella, sister. Hello. Where's the little woman?
In the bathroom?
Oh, didn't know you were coming in town.
Oh,
Where you from, Blanche?
I live in Laurel.
Laurel, huh? Oh, yeah, that's right, Laurel. It's not quite my territory. God, liquor goes fast in hot weather. You want a shot?
No, I rarely touch
Some
it.
people rarely touch it, but it touches them up. My clothes are sticking to me. Do you mind if I make myself
Oh,
comfortable?
please do.
Be comfortable is my motto.
Yes, well, it's mine too. It's hard to stay looking fresh. You know, I haven't powdered or even washed my face yet, and here you are. So.
You know, you can catch a cold sitting around in damp clothes. Especially when you've been exercising hard like bowling it. You're a teacher, aren't you?
Yes.
What do you teach, Blanche?
English?
English. I was never a very good English student. How long are you going to stay here?
I don't know yet.
You're gonna shack up here?
I thought that I would if it's not too inconvenient for you.
Good.
Traveling wears me out, really.
Well, take it easy.
What is
Cats. Hey, Stella!
Yes, Stanley.
Haven't fallen in, have you? I'm afraid I'm going to strike you as being the unrefined type. Stella's told me a great deal about you. You was married once, weren't you?
Yes, yeah, when I was very young.
What happened?
The boy died. I'm afraid I'm gonna be sick.
What you doing?
I'm taking Blanche to Galatoire's for supper and then to a show because it's your partner
What
night.
about my supper? I'm not going to no Galatoire's for supper.
I'll put you a cold plate on
Isn't that
ice.
just dandy?
I'm gonna try to keep Blanche up till the party breaks up because I don't know how she's take it. So after we're gonna go to one of those little places in the quarter and you better give me some money.
Where is she?
She's soaking in a hot tub and quiet her nerves. She's terribly upset.
Over what?
She's been through such an ordeal.
Yeah?
Stan, we've lost Bill Reeve.
Place in the country?
Yeah.
How?
It had to be, sacrificed or something. Listen, when she gets back in here, be sure to say something nice about her appearance. And, oh, don't mention the baby. I haven't said anything yet. And wait until she gets into a quiet condition. And try to understand her and be nice to her, Stan. She wasn't expecting to find us in such a small place and sort of try to gloss things over a little in my letter. And admire her dress and tell her she's looking wonderful. That's important with Blanche. Her little weakness.
I get the idea. Now let's get back a little to where you said that the country place was disposed of.
Oh.
Well, how about that? Let's have a few more details on that subject.
I think it's best not to talk much about it until she's calmed down.
Oh, so that's the deal, huh? Well, Sister Blanche cannot be annoyed with business
Yeah, well,
details
you saw
right
how
now.
she was last night.
I saw how she was. Now let's have a gander at the bill of sale.
I I haven't seen any.
She didn't show you no papers, no deed of sale, or nothing like that, huh?
Well, it seems like it wasn't sold.
What in the hell was it then? Give it away to charity?
She'll hear you.
I don't care if she hears me. Where are the papers, huh?
There weren't any papers.
Oh,
She didn't show any papers. I don't care about papers.
Have you ever heard of the Napoleonic Code?
No, Sally, I
Let me
haven't
enlighten
heard
you
of
on a
the
point or two,
Napoleonic
then, baby.
Code. Yes.
There was such a thing in the state of Louisiana as the Napoleonic Code, according to which what belongs to the husband belongs to the wife, and vice versa. For instance, if I had a piece of property, or you had a piece of property, all right, I'll wait until she gets through soaking in a hot tub, and then I'll inquire if she is acquainted with the Napoleonic Code. It looks to me like you've been swindled, baby, and when you're swindled under the Napoleonic Code, I'm swindled too, and I don't like to be swindled.
There's plenty of time to ask her questions later, but if you do now, she's just going to go to pieces again. Look, I don't understand what happened with Belle Reve, but you have no idea how ridiculous you're being when you suggest that my sister or I or any one of our family could have perpetrated a swindle on anyone
Then
else.
where is the money if the place was sold?
Not sold, lost. Silly!
Open your eyes to this stuff, Stella. Now, we think she can afford this out of a teacher's pay? Now look at these feathers and furs that she comes here to preen herself in. And what's this here? A solid gold dress, I believe. Oh, and what's this? What are these? Huh? Fox pieces. Genuine fox pieces, Stella. A half a mile long. Where are your fox pieces? Oh, and bushy Snow White ones no less. Where are your white fox
These
pieces?
are inexpensive summer furs that Blanche has had a long time.
No, I have an acquaintance who works in this sort of merchandise. I'll have him in here to appraise it. I'm willing to bet you that there's thousands of dollars invested in this stuff here.
Don't be such an
Oh,
idiot,
what is this?
Stanley.
The treasure chest
No,
of pirates, pearls, ropes of them. What is this sister of yours, Stell? A deep sea diver who brings up sunken treasures, or maybe the champion safecracker of all time, huh? Oh, look. And what's this, huh? Bracelets. Solid gold bracelets. Where are your pearls and gold bracelets, Stell? Oh, diamonds and crown for an empress.
That is a rhinestone tiara that Blanche has had a long time.
What's rhinestone?
Next door to glass.
Are you kidding? Look, I have an acquaintance who works in a jewelry store. I'll have him in here to make an appraisal of this. Here is your plantation. What was left of it here.
You have no idea how stupid and horrid you're being. Now close that trunk before she gets out of the bathroom.
The Kowalskis and the Dubois have very different notions.
Yes, indeed they have. Thank heavens. I'm going outside. You come out with me. while
Since when
Blake's
did you
getting
give me orders?
Are you just going to stay here and insult
You're
her?
damn tooting him to stay here.
Hello, Stanley. Here I am, all freshly bathed and sanded. I'm feeling like a brand new human being.
That's good.
Well, you just excuse me while I slip on my pretty new dress. Huh?
Go right ahead, Blanche.
Well, I hear there's to be a poker party tonight, which means ladies are cordially invited.
What's this stuff for?
Oh, honey, it's Blanche's birthday.
You here?
She's in the bathroom.
Washing out some things.
Yeah.
How long she been in there?
All afternoon.
Soaking in a hot tub.
Uh-huh.
Temperature 100 on the nose, and she soaks herself in a hot tub.
Well, she says it cools her off for the evening.
You went off and got her cokes, I suppose, and serve them to Her Majesty in the tub. Sit down here a minute.
Oh, Stanley, I think
Sit
you
down.
do.
I got the dope in your big sister stuff.
Stanley, would you stop picking on plans?
That girl calls me
Oh,
common.
lately you've been doing all you can think of to rub her the wrong way, Stanley. And Blanche is sensitive, and you have to understand that Blanche and I grew up in very different circumstances.
Told. You know, she's been feeding us a pack of lies here, Stella.
No, I don't.
Well,
And
she has, however, but now the cat's out of the bag. I found out some things.
what thing?
Things that I already suspected. But now I got proof from the most reliable sources, which I have checked on.
Lower your voice.
Some canary bird, huh?
Now, please tell me quietly what you think you found out about my sister.
Line number one. All this squeamishness she puts on. You should see the line she's been feeding to Mitch. He thinks that she's been nothing more than kissed by a fellow. Oh, but Sister Blanche is no Lily. Ha, some Lily she is.
What have you heard and who from?
Our supply man down at the plant has been going through Laurel for years, and he knows all about her. And everybody else in the town of Laurel knows all about her. She is as famous in Laurel as if she were the President of the United States, only she is not respected by any party. The supply man stops off at a hotel called the Flamingo.
What about the Flamingo?
She stayed there too.
Oh, my sister lived at Bill
This
Ridge.
is after the home place had slipped through her lily-white fingers. She moved to the Flamingo, a second-class hotel, which has the advantage of not interfering in the private social life of all the personalities there. The Flamingo is used to all kinds of goings-on, but even the management of the Flamingo were impressed by Dame Blanche. In fact, they were so impressed by Dame Blanche, they requested her to turn in her room key for permanently. This will happen a couple of weeks before she showed up here.
What contemptible
Oh,
lie.
I can see how you'll be upset by this, Sal. That she is pulling the wool over your eyes just as much as Mitch is.
It's your invention. There's not a word of truth in it. And if I were a man and this creature had dared to invent such things in my presence,
Honey, I told you I thoroughly checked on these things. Now wait until I finish. The trouble with Dame Blanche was that she couldn't keep her active any longer in Laurel. They got wised up after 2 or 3 dates with her, and then they quit. And then she moved on to another. Same old line, same old act, same old hooey. But the town was too small for this to go on forever. And as time went by, she became a town character. Regarded not just as different, but downright loco, nuts. And for the last year or two, she has been washed up like poison. That's why she's here this summer, visiting royalty, putting on all this act, because she was practically told by the mayor to get out of town. Yes. Did you know there was an army camp near Laurel, and your sister's was one of the places called Out of Bounds. So much for her being such a particular and refined type of girl. Which brings us to line number 2.
no, I want to hear
She
it
is
more.
not going back to teach school. In fact, I am willing to bet you that she never had no idea of returning to Laurel. She didn't resign temporarily from high school because of her nerves. No, Jerry Bob, she didn't. She quit the high school. They kicked her out before the spring term ended. I hate to tell you the reason that step was taken, Stella. A 17-year-old boy she'd got him mixing up with.
This is making me
No, the
sick.
boy's dad learned about it, and he got in touch with the high school superintendent. Boy, oh boy, I'd like to have been in that office when Dame Blanche was cool on the carpet. I'd like to have seen her try to squirm out of that one. But she knew the jig was up. They told her she better move on to some fresh territory. Yeah, it was practically a town ordinance passed against her.
Blanche?
Should I have another bath towel? I'm gonna wash my hair.
Yes, Blanche?
What's the matter, honey? Oh, matter? Why? You've got such a strange expression on your face.
Oh, I guess I'm just a little tired.
Why don't you bathe as soon as I get out?
How soon's that gonna be?
Not so terribly long. Possess your soul in patience.
It's not my soul I'm worried about. Well, what do you think of it?
I don't believe your stories. I think your supply man was mean and rotten to tell them. It's possible that some of the things he said are probably true. There are things about my sister I don't approve of, things that cause sorrow at home. She was always flighty.
Flighty is some word for it.
No, when she was young, very young, she had an experience that killed her illusion.
What experience was
I
that?
mean her marriage. She was just a child. She married a boy who wrote poetry. He was extremely good looking, and I don't think Blanche just loved him but worshipped the ground he walked on, adored him. Thought him almost too fine of a human. But then she found out that
What?
this beautiful and talented young man was a degenerate. Or didn't your supply man give you that information?
All we discussed was a recent history. This must have happened a long time ago.
Yes. It was. A pretty long time ago.
How many candles you put in that cake?
I will stop at 25.
Company expected tonight?
Yeah, well, we asked Mitch to come over for the cake and ice cream.
Oh, I wouldn't be expecting Mitch over tonight.
Why?
Mitch is a buddy of mine. We was on the same outfit together, two 41st engineers. Now we're on the same bowling team. We work at the same plant. You really think that I could...
Did you repeat what that meant?
Get dumb right, I told him. I'd have that on my conscience the rest of my life if I knew that stuff and let my best friend get... What wouldn't you be?
No, I said it's mixed through with her.
I don't think he's necessarily through with her, just wised up.
Teddy, she thought Mitch was going to marry her, and I was hoping
Well,
so
he's
too.
not going to marry her. He's not going to marry her anymore, at least. He's not going to jump in a tank with a school of sharks now. Hey, Blanche, may I please use my bathroom?
Yes, indeed, sir. Could you just wait 1 second while I
I've
dry?
been waited 1 hour. I guess 1 second ought to pass in a hurry.
She hasn't got a job. I mean, what is she going to do?
She's not staying here past Tuesday. Yeah, and to make sure of it, I got her a ticket myself, a bus ticket.
Well, in the first place, Blanche wouldn't go on a bus.
Oh, she'll go on a bus.
No,
she'll
she
like
won't.
it.
No,
No,
she
she'll
won't.
go.
Damn.
Period. P.S. She'll go Tuesday.
But what is she going to do? What on earth is she going to do?
Her future is mapped out for her.
What do you mean?
Hey, canary bird, Toots, get out of the bathroom. Must I speak more plainly?
Gosh. You know, I feel so good after my long hot bath. I feel so good and cool and rested. You know, a hot bath and a cold drink, it always gives me a brand new outlook on life. What's the matter, honey? What's happening? No, nothing's happened. You're lying. Something has. Solemn. Is it because I've been stood up by my bow? You know, in all my experience with men, and there's been a great deal of all sorts, I've never actually been stood up. Not sure how to take it. Would you just tell us a funny story, something to help
You
us?
didn't like my stories, Blanche.
I like them when they're amusing, as long as they're not indecent.
I don't know when you're refined enough for your taste.
All right, then let me tell one.
Yeah, you tell one, Blanche. You used to know
All
lots
right,
of good
all right,
stories.
Oh, yes, I love parrot stories. Do I like parrot stories? All right, well, this is the story of the old maid and the parrot. Okay, this old maid, she had a parrot that the curse of blue streak and new more vulgar expressions than Mr. Kowalski. The only way to shut the parrot up was to put the cover back on its cage so it think it was night and go back to sleep. Well, one morning, the old maid, she just uncovered the parrot for the day, when who should she see coming up the front walk but the preacher? Right, so she rushes back on over to the parrot, puts the cover back on the cage, and lets the preacher in. Right now, the parrot, solid, just as quiet as a little mouse. It's not until the old maid is asking the preacher how much sugar he wants in his coffee, but the parrot breaks the silence with a loud "Ha!" and said, "God damn, but was that a sharp guy?" Right, Mr. Kowalski was not amused.
Mr. Kowalski's too busy making a pig of himself to think of anything else.
That's right, baby.
Girl, your face and your fingers are disgustingly greasy. Just go and wash up and then help me clear the table.
That's how I'll clear the table! Don't you ever talk that way to me. Pig! Polak, disgusting, vulgar, greasy. Any kind of words, in your tongue and your sister's far too much around here. You two think you are. Parrot queens. Remember what Huey Long said. Every man is a king. And I am the king around here, so don't you forget that. My place is clear. You be there clear places too?
What did he say while I was baby?
Oh,
What did he
nothing,
tell you? He
nothing.
told you something about Mitch. You know why Mitch isn't here and he won't tell me. All right, fine, I will call him. Yes, I will call him on the phone. I intend to be given some explanation from somebody, all right?
I hope you're pleased with your doings. I never had so much trouble swallowing food in my life looking at that girl's face in the
Mr.
empty
Mitchell,
chair.
please.
Y'all, I'd like to leave a number.
Magnolia 9047. She said it's important to call. Yes, very important. All right, thank you.
It'll be alright again after she leaves and after you've had the baby. It's gonna be alright again. Go back to the way that it was. And you remember the way that it was, them nights we had together? God, honey, it's gonna be sweet when we can make noise in the night the way that we used to. Get the colored lights going with nobody's sister hiding behind a curtain to hear us. Stephen Eunice.
Come on back inside. Let's get started.
Little pretty little candles. Oh, don't burn them.
No, I
No,
certainly
you want to
will.
save them for the baby's birthday. Well, I hope the candles go in his life. I hope that his eyes are like two blue candles lighted in a white candle.
What poetry.
Well, his auntie knows the candles aren't safe. Candles burn out in little boys and little girls out, or the wind blows them out. After that, the electric light bulb goes on and you see all too plainly. I shouldn't have called him.
Oh, there are lots of things that
Oh no, there is no excuse for it, Stella. I will not be insulted. No, I'm not
Damn,
taken
it's
for
hot in
granted.
here with the steam coming from the
I
bathroom.
said I was sorry 3 times! Okay? I take hot baths for my nerves, hydrotherapy they call it. Of course, you help me prolong you with
I am
nothing
not a
but
Polak.
anxiety
People
with you.
from Poland are Poles, not Polacks. What I am is a 100% American, born and raised in the greatest country on earth, and proud as hell of it. So don't you ever call me a Polak.
Oh, sure, that's for me.
I'm not so sure. Keep your seat. Yeah? Hello? Oh, Matt.
Get your hands off me. Stella, why'd you look
Quiet!
at me?
Yeah, we got a noisy woman on the block. Hey, go ahead, Matt. Bowling. Riley's. No, I don't want to go bowling at Riley's. Well, I got in a little trouble with Riley last week. Oh, I'm the team captain, ain't I? Yeah, so we're not going to go bowling at Riley's. We're going to go bowling at West Side or at Gala, all right? Yeah. All right, see you, Mac. Sister Blanche, I got a little birthday remembrance for you.
I wasn't expecting it. You know, I don't know why Stella insists on celebrating my birthday when you reach 27. Well, age is something that you just prefer to be
27.
That is, it is for me.
Yes. You like it? Ticket. Back to Laurel. The Greyhound. Here's that. Well,
You didn't need to do that.
don't forget all that she took off
You didn't
me.
need to be as cruel to someone as alone as she is.
Delicate piece she is.
No, she is.
Oh, I
She
bet.
was.
Yeah.
You didn't know Blanche when she was a girl. Nobody was as tender and trusting as she was. The people like you
need to know. Let go of
No,
my
I
shirt.
want to know why. Just tell me why.
When we first met, me and you thought I was common. Right, you was, baby. I was common as dirt. You showed me a snapshot of the place with the columns, and I pulled you off them columns, and how much you loved it, getting those colored lights going. And wasn't we happy? So, well, wasn't it all okay until she showed up here? Wasn't we happy together? Wasn't it all okay until she showed up here, hoity-toity, describing me as an ape? So, all right, what is it?
Take me to the hospital. Who is it, please?
Me. Mitch.
Oh, gosh. Just a second. You know, I really shouldn't let you in after the treatment that I've received this evening. It is so utterly uncavalier, but... Oh, my, what a cold shoulder. Face like a thundercloud. You haven't even shaved. The unforgivable insult to a lady, but I forgive you. Forgive you because you stopped that poker too. That had caught my head. You ever had anything caught in your head, like words or a piece of music that just goes relentlessly on and on in your head? Of course you haven't. Dumb angel pussy never get anything awful caught in your head. I don't know what there is to drink. I haven't investigated.
I don't want any Stan's liquor.
It isn't Stan's. Not everything here is Stan's. You know, some things on the premises are actually mine. How's your mother? Isn't your mother?
Why?
Never mind. Won't cross-examine the witness. I will just go on and pretend I didn't notice anything different. Is that music again?
What music?
Or Suviana, the poker tune they were playing with. Oh, wait! It always stops after the shots.
You boxed out of your mind?
I'll see what we have too late. Oh, excuse me for not being properly dressed. You know, I've practically given up hope. You've forgotten your invitation to supper.
I wasn't gonna come see you
Wait, I
anymore.
can't hear you. You talk so little when you say something. I want to hear every syllable of it. It's this southern comfort. What is that? I wonder.
You don't know, it must belong to Stan.
Would you get your foot off the bed? Has a light cover on it. Of course, you boys don't notice things like that. I've done so much place since I've been here.
I bet you have.
I saw it before I came. Look at it now. The place is almost dainty, and I would like to keep it that way. Now I wonder if this stuff will be fixed in something. See? It's sweet. Terribly sweet. I'm afraid you won't like to try it.
I told you I don't want any of his liquor. You know, you ought to lay off his liquor as well. He said you've been lapping it up all summer like a wildcat.
What a fantastic statement. Fantastic of him to say it, fantastic of you to repeat it. Not to stand to the level of such cheap accusations to answer them even. What's the matter? I see something in your eyes.
What's stalking you?
Well, I like the dark. The dark is comforting to me.
I don't think I've ever seen you in the light. No, that's a fact.
Is it?
I've never seen you in the afternoon.
And whose fault is that?
You never want to go out in the
No,
afternoon.
Mitch, you're always at the plans in the afternoon.
On Sunday afternoon. Well, I've asked you to go out sometimes on Sunday. But you always make an excuse. You never want to go out till after 6. And even then, some places not lighted much.
There's some obscure meaning in all this I'm failing to catch.
What it means, I have never gotten a real good look at you, Blanche.
What do you think of it?
Let's turn this light on again.
Oh, light, where?
Well, this one with the type of thing on it.
so I can take a look at you. Good and
Well,
plain.
of course, you don't really mean to be
No,
insulting.
just
No,
realistic.
I don't want realism.
No, I guess not.
I will tell you what I want. I want magic, and I try to give that to people. Okay, I misrepresent things sometimes. All right, I don't tell the truth. I tell what ought to be the truth, and if that is simple, then let me be dead for it. But please don't turn the light on.
I don't mind you being older than what I thought. All the rest of it. That bitch. About your ideals being so old-fashioned and all that malarkey you've been dishing out all summer. I knew you weren't 16 no more. When I was full enough to believe you were straight.
And who told you I wasn't straight? My loving brother-in-law. And you
I
believed
called
it?
him a liar at first. I checked on the story myself. You know, first I talked to a supply man, travels through law. And then I talked over long distance to this merchant.
All right, who is this
No,
merchant?
Key Faber.
The merchant Keith Fairlawn. No, I remember him. Yes, he whistled at me. I put him in his place, and so now for revenge, he is making up these stories about me.
Well, 3 people, Key Faber, Stanley, and Shaw, swore by it.
Rubbing up 3 men in a tub in such a filthy
Didn't you
tub.
stay at a hotel called the Flamingo?
Flamingo? No, Tarantula was the name of it, yes. Yes, the Tarantula Farm.
Tarantula?
A big spider. It's where I brought my victims. I had many intimacies with strangers after the death of Alan. Well, intimacies with strangers is all I seem to be able to fill my empty heart with. Just panic that drove me from one to the other, hunting for some protection in the most unlikely places, and eventually the 17-year-old boy. But somebody wrote the superintendent about it. This woman is morally unfit for her position. Yes. Well, true, yeah. I suppose I'm fit. Somehow, anyway. Well, then I came here. Right, I had nowhere else to go. I was played out. Do you know what it is to be played out? My youth has suddenly gone up the water spout, and then I met you. You said that you needed somebody. Well, I needed somebody too. And I thanked God for you because you seem to be gentle. A cleft in the rock of the world that I could hide in a poor man's paradise is a little peace. No. But I guess I was asking, hoping too much. Keith Faber, Stanley, and Shaw tied an old tin can to the tail of the car.
You lied to me.
I didn't lie to you.
Lies,
No.
lies, inside
No,
and out.
never inside. I didn't
lies.
lie in my heart, Mitch. Oh, somebody outside. No, I lived in a house where the dying old women remembered their dead men. Crumbled. Fame, regrets, recriminations. If you've done this, well, then it wouldn't have cost me that. Legacies, huh? And other things such as blood-stained pillow slips. The linen needs changing. Well, yes, Mother. But couldn't we get a colored girl to do it? No. No. Everything gone but the death. I used to sit here. She used to sit there, and death was as close as you were, only we pretended that we never even heard of it. And the opposite is desire, so do you wonder? How could you? Not far from Belle Reve was this army camp. They used to train young soldiers at, and on a Saturday night they'd go into town, get drunk. On the way back, they'd stumble on a lawn and call Flash. Well, the deaf old woman remained and suspected nothing, but sometimes I would slip out and answer their calls. And the paddy wagon would gather them up 5 days. Long way home. What do you want?
Well, I've been missing all
Then
summer.
marry me, bitch!
I don't think I want to marry you anymore. I'm not clean enough to bring in the house with my mother.
Go away then. Just get out of here before I start screaming fire. Get out of here before I start screaming fire! 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 Me on a cruise of the Caribbean. The problem is clothes. You see, I'm running around my truck to see what I have that is suitable
Come
for
on
the
with that
tropics.
gorgeous diamond tiara.
Well, this old thing. It's only rhinestones, really.
Oh gosh, I thought it was Tiffany diamonds.
Would you please, would you go to the bathroom if you're done with change?
I'm not gonna get undressed any further right now. You seen a bottle opener? No? I used to have a friend. I used to open beer bottles with his teeth. That was his only accomplishment. All he could do in life, he was just a human bottle opener. And one time, we was at a wedding party, and he broke off his front teeth. After that, he was so ashamed that whenever company came round, he just run away. Ah, rain from heaven. Should we bury the hatchet and make it a loving cup, huh?
Thank you.
Well, it's a red letter night for us both. You having an oil millionaire and me having a baby. There's something I always bring out on special occasions like this. The silk pajamas I wore on my wedding night. When the telephone rings and they tell me, "You've got a son," I'll tear this off and wave it like a
I
flag.
think how divine it's going to be to have such a thing as privacy once more while I could weep with joy.
This millionaire from Dallas is not going to interfere with your privacy.
It's not the sort of thing that you have in mind, right? This man is a gentleman. What he wants is my companionship. You know, having wealth, it sometimes makes people lonely. A cultivated woman of intelligence and breeding can enrich a man's life immeasurably, and I have those things. All right, this doesn't take them away. Physical beauty is passing, transitory possession, but beauty of the mind, richness of the spirit, and tenderness of the heart, and I have those things. Aren't taken away but grow, yes, increase with the years, and how strange that I should be called a destitute woman when I have those treasures locked in my heart. myself as a very, very rich woman. And I've been foolish, casting my pearls before swine.
Swine,
Yes,
huh?
swine, and I'm not just talking about you, but your friend, Mr. Mitchell. Yeah, he dared to come by here tonight in his work clothes, repeat vicious slander and stories that he'd gotten from you. Well, I gave him his walking papers.
Oh, you did, huh?
But then he came back. He came back with a box of roses to beg for my forgiveness. He implored my forgiveness, but some things are not forgivable. Deliberate cruelty is not forgivable. It is the one unforgivable thing, and it is the one thing of which I have never been guilty. So I said to him, thank you, but it was foolish of me to think that we could ever adapt ourselves to each other. You know, our ways of life were too different. Our attitudes, our backgrounds are incompatible, and we have to be realistic about such things. So farewell, my friend. Let there be no hard feelings.
Before or after the telegram came from the Texas oil millionaire?
What telegram? No, it was after. As a matter of fact, I
As a
came
matter
in
of
just
fact,
as you
there wasn't no wire at all. There isn't no millionaire which didn't come back with roses, because I know where he is. There isn't a goddamn thing but imagination, and lies, and conceit, and tricks. And look at yourself. Take a look at yourself in that worn-out Mardi Gras outfit, rented for 50 cents from some rag picker, and with that crazy crown on. What queen do you think you are? You know, I've been on to you from the start. Not once did you pull any wool over this boy's eyes. You come in here and you sprinkle the place with powder, you spray your perfume, and you take the lanterns and you put paper lanterns on them, and lo and behold, the place has turned into Egypt, and you are the queen of the Nile, sitting on your throne and swilling down my liquor. I say, ha! Do you hear me? Ha! Ha!
Operator, please give me long distance. I want to get in touch with Mr. Shep Huntley of Dallas. Oh, he's so famous he was requiring your address. Ask anybody. No, please understand, please. I don't have it right now, but no. Operator, Western Union. I want to get in touch with Western Union. We don't have to. Yeah. Western Union. Right, I would like you to take down this message, please. In desperate situation, please. I'm caught in the trap. Help me. Got it.
Left the phone off the hook.
Let me get by you.
You can buy me, sure, go ahead.
Stand there.
Is that your room to walk by me now?
Oh, I can't. Oh, with you now. I've got to get
I
out.
think I'm going to interfere with you. I think that maybe it wouldn't be so bad to interfere.
Stay back. You're not going to warn me another step wrong.
What?
Something awful will happen. You will.
you
I warn you. Do not be dangerous.
You got that for, huh?
So I can twist the broken end in your face. I will not let you come any closer to me.
Drop the bottom top! Drop it! We've had this date with each other from the beginning. made it, by God.
Maldita que tu sueldo.
Put it in English, greaseball.
I'm cursing your goddamn luck.
You know what luck is? Luck is believing that you're lucky. Take it as a learner, right? I believe that I was lucky. I believe that 4 out of 5 would come through. That I would, and they did. I put my faith in that. To hold front position in this rat race, you've got to believe that you're lucky.
You! Brent! Fool!
What's the matter with him?
Always did say to murder callous things with no feelings, but this does beat anything. Making pigs of yourselves.
What's the matter with her?
Oh, how's my baby?
Sleep like a little lady. Invite some drinks.
What? What do you think?
How was she?
Well, she wouldn't eat anything, but she asked for a drink. And what did you tell her? I just told her that we made arrangements for her to rest in the country. And she's got it all mixed in her mind with shit totally. Oh, yes, Blanche. If anybody's called one of my baby, would you take the number, tell them I'll phone about that? Yes. Oh, it's on your left side? Yeah. Would you see if it's fresh, if it's not over there? And on the lapel of the jacket, the sequel here. Turquoise and silver. See if you can locate some artificial dots. Put them on the lapel of the seat. I don't know if I did the right thing.
What else could you do?
I just couldn't believe the story go on living with Stanley.
Don't you ever believe it. Life has got to go on. No matter what happens, you got to keep on going.
How many do you want, huh?
2.
You? Give me 3.
Yes, tell her how well she's looking.
Wash my hair.
Oh, did you?
Yes, I don't think I got the soap. Fine hair.
Did I get any clothes? You're from Blanche. Oh, why not yet? He's strange.
Bitch, come through, huh?
What's going on still? What's going on here?
Don't say anything, please. Why are you looking at me like that? Is something wrong
You
with
look
me?
wonderful, Blanche. Don't she look wonderful?
Yeah.
I understand you're going on a trip.
Yes, Blanche is. She's going on vacation.
I'm green with
Could
envy.
you help me get dressed? Yes, is this what
Yes, it will do.
Okay. I'm anxious to get out of here. This place is a trap.
Your pretty blue dress.
It's lilac color.
You're both mistaken. It is Delaropia blue. It's blue in the old Madonna picture. Where's Craig's watch? I asked you the Craig's watch.
They're from the French market.
That doesn't mean that they've been washed, honey. Cathedral belt. It's the only clean thing left in the quarter now. Ready to go. Ready to go now.
Walk out before they get here.
Okay, well wait, Blanche, just a sec.
I have to pass in front of the man.
Wait till the gate breaks.
Yeah, just sit down. And
Smell the sea. I'm gonna live out the rest of my days on the sea. When I die, I'm gonna die on the sea. And you know what I shall die from? I shall die from eating an unwashed grape somewhere out in the middle of the ocean. With one hand in the hand of a nice young ship's doctor with a small blonde mustache and a big silver watch.
poor lady. They'll say we can eat it or no good. That almost grapes transported her soul to heaven.
Then I'll be buried in the same soda, clean white sack dropped over borders of oceans blue from my first lover's eye. Thanks,
What is it? Excuse me while I go and see who's at the door.
Is it for me? Oh, I wonder if it is the gentleman I was expecting from Dallas.
Someone's calling for Blanche.
Oh, it is for me.
I think it is Blanche.
Oh, I'm not ready yet, Scylla. Oh, okay, well ask him to wait outside. Is everything packed? My stewards pulled over. Oh, okay.
They're waiting out in front of the house.
Who's that?
There's a woman. Get up. I'm only past the turn now. You're not the gentleman I was expecting. That was Stella. Stella, that man is not Chet Huntley. Stella.
Forget something?
Yes. Yes, I forgot something.
Doctor, you go.
Nurse,
Hello, Blanche.
Says she forgot something.
It don't matter.
What you got, Blanche?
That's all right. We can pick it up later.
Send it along with the trunk.
I don't know you. I'd like to be left alone, please.
Now, Blanche.
Not nothing here. We smell talcum and old empty perfume bottles. Unless it's the paper lantern you want to take with you. You want this paper lantern, huh? You want that?
Get off me! Don't look back. You stay here with me and don't look.
What am I doing to my sister?
Don't look. The only thing you could do was she could stay here. There was nowhere else for her to go.
Hey, doctor. You gotta go.
I always like to avoid it.
This is a very bad thing.
Like we should have been told.
Madre de Dios, casa mala, muy, muy mala.
You did this. Oh, you interfered.
Hey, bitch! Sit down! Sit down!
Crazy!
Sit down! Bitch, what's your problem? This all is damn whiskey. Sit down.
These fingernails have to be trimmed. Jacket, doctor?
Not unless necessary. Mr. Bois. It won't be necessary.
Would you ask her to let go of me?